Legend of Total War here, and today we're doing a very weird battle. Playing as the Awakened, we have 7 Queen Besses. This guy didn't use a mod, he managed to sort of legitimately do this, and I'll explain how to go about it. We're going up against the Empire, and we've got 4 full stacks coming at us here, so this is a serious test for this Doom stack. Let's jump in here and I'll explain how this works. So, in terms of the Queen Besses, normally it's a Regiment of Renown unit, you can only have 1 active at any given time. But it's also a crewed artillery piece. And what I mean by crewed is it has crew. And in this game, you can steal artillery pieces if it has crew. As in, you can drop it and move the crew somewhere else, then it's possible to steal it. Here are the conditions required to steal an artillery piece. You have to be of the same race. So for example, if you're going up against the Empire and your Vampire Coast, you can't steal their mortars. Even though you've got a mortar unit of your own, they're technically a different unit, you can't steal them. But if you're playing as the Empire and you go up against the Empire, you can steal their mortars. Now you have a 10% chance of stealing each individual artillery piece as long as it's of the same race. Now, you would have to encounter an enemy that has the Queen Bess. Now, this guy has managed to find out that if you have a defected lord, as in they rebel from you, that there is essentially a 100% chance that they will have a Queen Bess in their army. So, you already have a Queen Bess, you cause a defected lord to occur, they'll have a Queen Bess, you fight it, you've got a 10% chance of claiming that Queen Bess. And then you can just rinse and repeat over and over again. That was interesting, I definitely didn't know you could do that with Queen Bess. So, we'll see how this goes. Problem here, though, with this sort of hero-based Doom stack is that we're not really great at holding the enemy back, especially with this sort of map here, because the enemy's going to go really wide, and these kind of artillery pieces, they work well at long range, so I've got to spread my guys out around here and just really make sure that there's just no way that they're going to get in, and we need to stay at sort of like the maximum range as well. So what I want to do is actually get back as far over here as possible so that we can make use of that range. As for these heroes here that are a little bit on the squishy side, keep them there, and we primarily want to use the Morgul Haunters. Okay, I think the AI will come through here, but they won't go around that way. If they do, I'll send someone to go block them. We'll get a good idea fairly early on what their intentions are. Now, usually with heroes, I like to try to blob them up as much as possible, but if we do that, the enemy will just run right past us and go straight for the Queen Besses. Okay. Let's move up just a little bit. Now this is absurdly late in the campaign as well, so in terms of feasibility, I don't imagine anybody is going to do this, apart from this guy here. So, very impressed in the amount of effort that went into this, but like, I would never bother going to this much effort in my campaigns. But it's good to know that you can actually steal a Queen Bess. Thing is though, the Queen Bess is not actually the best unit in the Vampire Coast roster. It's a Necrofex Colossus, so easier Doom stacks can be made. A lot of effort has to go into this. So yeah, them spreading out wide is going to be difficult, because ideally with the Queen Bess, because it does so much air effect damage, you want them to clump up. But if we clump up to try to get them to clump up, it's not going to work. We just have to hope that these guys here can hold out. We've got a lot of melee defense, and these guys are quite resistant to missiles. And we have... okay, we're a little bit too heavy on this flank. And we've got a healer. What's that one doing? If that goes around here, I'll need to... yeah, it looks like it wants to. Okay, we're going to have to do something about that. Okay, that also means you're going to have to turn around. Okay. There's a Luminarch there. I'll need the Gunnery White. Oh, crap. No, that's fine. Alright, the Gunnery White can't dodge all these Luminarchs. I need to get it out of here. Oh god. I can't get it out of here. There's nothing I can do. I've got to get it away from those bloody Luminarchs. Yeah, get it back over here. Shouldn't have put it there. It's just too squishy. Okay, now as long as their cavalry just doesn't decide to come charging at us, we should be okay. Fleet captains are pretty squishy. Yeah, these guys here have got some good items, that's good. Yeah, you come back over here. And just let the Queen Besses do their job. Because they've got a decent amount of ammo, not unlimited. Well, this guy here can restore them. The Warlock Engineer was a good choice to steal. Because they give extra ammunition for the army passively. Now, we really want to go for their big clumps of infantry. That's ideal. Just make sure nobody's charging in over here. This is why I had to stay at the absolute maximum range. Okay, they should be able to handle that no problem. Okay. All good so far, not seeing any issues. Yeah, with them shooting at the Mongols, that's fine. Because look how much damage the Mongols are taking. This is going just fine. Just got to stay at a really long range. Try to shoot here, where all the infantry is. The cavalry's not that big of a concern. This is a little bit of a problem. The Luminarchs, what the fuck are they doing? Oh, they want to go after the fucking gunnery white, don't they? No? Okay, that's fine, that's fine. Alright, the gunnery white, we can pop this down here. And what have we got in terms of abilities? Don't really need these guys with their abilities. I think it's mainly just holding the line. So if they've got anything that can provide them with extra melee defense, that'd be good. But outside of that... Okay, that's actually useful. Yeah, don't let anyone get past us here. Don't shoot at the Luminarch. That's not going to do anything to it. Okay, we've got a problem here. Fucking Luminarch. No, wrong unit. Okay, no, it's going back this way. That's good. Yeah, let's use Flensing Ruin. Okay, this guy here has just recently taken a ton of damage. Let's heal him. Who's shooting over here? I'll give them all different targets again. Yeah, I want to shoot at the biggest blob of them. I don't like this at all. I don't like this. Yeah, you need to get rid of that Luminarch. Best you can, just try to get rid of it. Looks like the angle for them is not too good for it, so that's kind of working for us. Just a little bit. A Warlock Engineer isn't going to be able to handle that. These guys here kind of got stuck. Okay, that's running back. That's good, I guess. Why are you obstructed? Okay, I need to pull this guy out before he gets killed. Okay, they're trying to destroy... Yeah, we've got to stop this cannon here. They're trying to destroy Queen Bess. We've got to stop that. Oh, God, that fucking Luminarch. I don't have anyone I can dedicate... No, you. You, go over here, get rid of this. And you... I think I might actually need to get you off the battlefield. I think this one here is going to get destroyed. Yes, I was counting on that hitting the ground. That's good. So far, not letting too much past us here. That's good. Steam tank over there. This guy, yep, can get that off the battlefield. That'd be good. Alright, that one's just staring at us. Go take that out. Oh, good. We haven't lost any of the artillery pieces yet. We've used up a lot of ammo, though. These army abilities. Might as well use them. Not too many big blobs now. Okay, let's hold fire for a little bit. Because there's just not big clumps of infantry. So let's clear out this crap here just with the heroes. They'll be fine. And wait for reinforcements to come in. And then we'll deal with them with the Queen Besses. If we use up all the ammo now, we're not going to have anything for later. Good, took out the Luminarch. That was the thing I was most concerned about.
Sizzle, die! Sapcast!
And yeah, just restore their ammunition where needed. Good.
Warlock Engineer!
And we're good. Try to heal where possible. No need to overcast it. Since we're spread out, it wouldn't be useful. Wow, there's more Luminarchs coming. Alright, we have cannons shooting at us again. Over here, that's not ideal. We can actually restore an artillery piece once it's been destroyed with the Invocation of Nehek, which it might be a good idea to bring him back this way and do a little bit of healing, just in case. Now, Invocation of Nehek also won't work on this Warlock Engineer, just keep that in mind. Let's really get this guy out of here.
Yes! Scary grace!
Come on, get out of there. He's stuck right in the middle of a great sword unit. Just need him to blow them all apart so we can get through.
Shriek! Shriek! Good! Now! Unleash warp hell!
Okay, there we go.
From the maelstrom! Move!
Alright, now the reinforcements should mostly just come through the front. We don't have to worry about them going too wide, so that's going to be easier to deal with. Big clump comes in, we can easily pop down some more Queen Bess shots.
Fleet Captain!
Let's get this one back over here as well. He's held them back long enough, I think. Alright, let's just get a couple of shots in there, I think. See how that goes.
Fleet Captain!
Too far away. This guy's got a potion of healing I could have used.
Sea Dead Rock!
I won't use it yet, because I imagine he could still take a bit more damage. Alright, we're mostly bombing in here, which is a decent concentration of them. A lot of cavalry in this army. So he went up against an army that we're not particularly good against, because this is useless against single entities, and there's so many of them here.
Get me close!
Okay, try to mop up the ones that are closest. Just get them off the battlefield and get to here. Right at the maximum range. That's where we want to be fighting.
Midnight Raider!
So this one here didn't get that many kills. Must have been shooting at a bad target. This must have been the one that was shooting over here before.
They shall fall!
But some of them got shitloads of kills.
Let me shoot them!
If only we had Eltharion. With his unlimited ammunition.
Moving!
Okay, yeah, just go wait for more of these reinforcements to show up, because maybe one or two volleys in here wouldn't hurt too much. But yeah, I think shooting at a unit of Reichsguard just isn't really worth it.
come. Nagashra.
Okay, that's all good. I got deal with those Reichsguard there.
Yeah. Fleet captain.
Alright, these guys here sort of ran through. I didn't like that. We need to stop them.
Who's next?
Try to keep our army as healthy as possible with the invocation of Nehek so that we can inflict the army losses relatively early. I don't like what's going on here. Stop that.
Good plan.
There's the target.
Okay, last one of these.
Moving.
So yeah, if you really wanted to, you could have 19 Queen Besses in a single army. That would require a lot of effort though.
Charge! I've got them.
Not really focusing on using these abilities, just making sure the Queen Besses are used reasonably well. But it's just not really an ideal situation for them.
Fleet captain.
This one over here is taking too much damage. Oh no, that one's... we kind of need that there, don't we? Let's try to send reinforcements.
Gunnery white.
Okay, huge bunch of infantry coming up soon, so that'll be good for the Queen Besses. Alright, how about you two just stop firing for now?
Fleet captain.
No quarter.
I just stop that. Okay. That's it. Yeah, if we stay really far away from these guys, so they don't really target them. Alright, we've got great cannons coming in. Those need to be dealt with.
Fleet
Where should our next
captain.
heal go? These guys here do heal on their own with the hunger. We just do it if we really need to in sort of an emergency.
Shayash.
Okay.
Power and death.
Right, I really need to bring these a bit closer because they're out of their maximum range. Okay. Balance of power's still in our favour, and they've almost brought in all their reinforcements.
Fleet admiral.
This unit here really can't take that much more. Alright, I'm going to give you that one. Pull this one back.
Finger on the trigger.
Okay, let's start bombing over here a little bit. I'm not quite within their maximum range, so... oh no, this still seems to be shooting just fine. They might need to move forward a little bit. And that's fine, as long as nothing's attacking them.
Eager to kill.
So, as far as I'm concerned, this one here is done.
Aye. Enemies, Guile.
Okay, that's going well. Good. Battle should be over fairly soon, I think. If I could get this guy back over here and help... actually, I might be able to reach it from there. Yep, okay, that's good. Just gotta try to gain balance of power where possible. And there's the army losses, like I said. Well, I tell you what, it went up against 4 full stacks of very high tier Empire forces, and we managed to do it without any units getting wiped out. We didn't do it without any damage. It's sort of a difficult army to use as well. There's certainly some enemies that would be really challenging to deal with. If you went up against something with a lot of flyers, they might just decide to fly straight over you. But it's, if nothing else, it's a very interesting Doom stack. I don't think it's really worthy of any kind of rating because it's so impractical. It's just, in terms of practicality, doing this, it's like a negative 1 billion out of 10. It's just not practical at all to waste that many resources to try to get this. It's just interesting that you can do it. That's all. And this is the thing, in Warhammer 3, because the game is fundamentally not really that difficult, expending a huge amount of resources just so you can get like 1 or 2 really good units doesn't make any sense. You're just so much better off just using what you can recruit conveniently. Like, you've got access to Necrofex Colossus as this faction. Why would you spend time wasting like your generals to get them to defect, and then you have to fight those generals just so you can get a Queen Bess when you've got access to, you know, Necrofexes? It just doesn't make sense at all. But, you know, if you want to put in the effort to do it, you know, you can get some pretty good kills out of it. That being said, the Mongol Haunters, they got just as much damage as some of these guys here. But I think it's also important to note that this, having so many single entities and the fact that I had to spread out quite wide, like if you could manage to get the enemy to blob up into one big group, then yeah, Queen Bess could get 1,000 kills. But if we had blobbed up here, they would have just gone around us and gone straight for the Queen Besses, and it would have been for nothing. And these are very inaccurate units, and we had to stay at the absolute maximum range, or else the AI would have targeted them. If you go too close, they just run straight past you. But you know, it managed it. Kind of a difficult army to use as well, I think. First time I'm using that. You know, I'm used to just having 1 Queen Bess, not freaking 7 of them. But interesting for sure. I'm sure that battle, if I fight it a bunch of times, I could do a better result out of it. Just got to figure the sweet spot for it. Anyway, that's the end of this one here. I really appreciate this guy sending this in, because it was interesting. I didn't know that you could get multiple Queen Besses, but would I do it in my campaigns? No. Anyway, that's the end of this one. I appreciate you guys, and we'll see you next time. Later.